When I put the zip in the skirt, I'm going to go ahead and sew it on this panel right here so that I can hide my stitches. But first I have to rip out some of the stitches that Joe did because he got all the way up in here. So I ripped it out, put the zip in, and then sewed it back by hand because the sewing machine can't get all the way there. So take a look on this other side, see?
You're watching the Bare Pantry Show.
Neatly done. No stitches on the outside here. And then I put the buttons on the front of the skirt. I did 4 and I still have space to put belt straps if I ever get those in the future. Look when I put the skirt on, guys. It's already kind of big in the waist because I'm still losing weight. You guys, the skirt came out so good, right? Well, remember I keep promising you in the last few videos that I'm going to show you how I made that meatloaf? Well, now is the time. Take a look at how I made the meatloaf. I bought another pack of ground beef from Costco and I'm using half of it. So this is about 3 pounds. So I'm just adding my spices, and it's usually salt, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and cayenne. And this time I'm also going to add basil, I believe. So for the salt, I put 3 teaspoons because it's 3 pounds of meat. But for the rest of the stuff, I put 1 teaspoon. So then here I'm putting some diced up onion, some cilantro, and some chopped up jalapenos. You can put whatever you like in your meatloaf, but this is the flavor that I like, okay? Some people will put thyme and all type of stuff. So 1 egg, because eggs are scarce. Normally it would be 2 eggs for this amount of meat, but 1 egg will have to work because the eggs are too expensive now, okay? This part's frozen, guys. Even though I thawed this thing out all night, there's a big chunk of it that's still frozen, so I'm gonna keep working it, but I got fed up, so now I'm just chopping it up as best as I can, the frozen piece that is. Let's go ahead and dump it back into the bowl. And then just like when I did the meatballs, I'm going to do bread that's soaked in water. Some people say soak the bread in milk. I just don't feel like milk goes together with beef though. So I'm not doing that, okay? So let me grab my bread that's soaked in water. And this is just my own homemade bread. Squeeze it out because I don't want all this water in here. And just put it in to the meat. Okay. And then work it in to try to get those frozen parts in too, okay? So this is feeling pretty good. Let me clean up some of the mess. And then I'm going to show you how I move my camera. I have to go like wash my hands, move the camera. There's nobody here to move the camera for me. Now let's go back in time to show you that without, see? See, I didn't show you there that I moved the camera. That's what you would normally see if I wasn't editing. So I'm trying to show you some behind the scenes as we go along. So I'm putting the cayenne because I didn't put that earlier. Get all of this and put it in my baking thing. You guys, you see this baking dish that I have, this oval baking dish? Somebody gave this to Joe and me as a wedding gift. And we've been married over 38 years. This thing is over 38 years old. I'm so afraid to even use it. I'm only putting 2 boiled eggs, hard boiled, because the third one didn't boil so good. Kind of broke on me. Well, it cracked while it was boiling and a lot of it oozed out, yada yada. So I can't put the third one, but it really needed 3 boiled eggs. Let me go ahead and flip it over and then shape it even more beautifully. I learned this recipe from this lady that used to live at the condo that we used to live at when Joe and I first moved to Fontana. She made this meatloaf with the egg inside. She made deviled eggs and a garden salad, and it was like the best dish she ever offered me. I think she had some mashed potatoes too. So meatloaf's going, and I have some cookies. Yes, some chocolate chip cookies for dinner today. I'm just showing you what all I'm going to do. I have mashed potatoes. Not going to do the deviled eggs though. Again, eggs too expensive. So this is the sauce that we put on top. It's ketchup, mustard, and brown sugar. And just mix it up to your taste. And then if you think it's good and done, add more mustard. That's what Jada always does. Every time we think, oh, this is sweet enough, it's good, Jada adds more mustard. So here it is, guys. It is ready. All right, let it cool down for a little bit before you cut it, because then it's going to break apart. So see, it's not bubbling anymore. I think I waited about 5 or 7 minutes. And normally I wouldn't cut it this quickly, but I just wanted you guys to see immediately. So the back end is not really going to have any of the egg per se. If it does have any, it's just going to be a little bit of the white. See, that one doesn't have any. This piece should have some of the egg. And remember, the whole left of your screen is not going to have no egg because we didn't put any egg in it, right? So that's the white. Now let's get a piece that has the yellow. See? Yes, a little surprise in the middle of the meatloaf. And the meatloaf is so moist because of the bread that we put in. So let me put it on my little plate here. See? Gorgeous. Now I'm making my plate. 1/3 cup of mashed potato, slice of meatloaf, some garden salad. Joe and I came to Walmart to buy some fabric so I can replace one of my little hats, because when I made the hat back in the olden days, I made it a while back, it was too small. I didn't have a great template, and sometimes I would cut the two hats and I would have to start taking it in for them to match. So I made the hat too small, and it's really tight around this part of my head. So no use trying to lose weight to make it fit, because I'm not going to lose weight off of my head, right? So I looked and looked, and they had another fabric from another hat that I have, but they didn't have that one, and I was so disappointed because it's like a checkered pattern. So finally I looked up and I saw it, but they had it measured off by the 2-yard measurement, so I had to buy 2 whole yards, and I only need a little bit. So I don't know what I'm gonna make out of the rest of that fabric. I might make like a bag. I like the checkered pattern bags. I could do the lining, because I think that's too light for the outside of a bag. What do you think, Joe? You think about the color? Too light? The one I just bought. It could be for the outside. Oh, Joe says it would work for the outside of a bag. So
you use the jeans?
Huh?
You might use the jeans to the outside.
No, the jeans is gonna be for the other side of the hat. I'm talking about, you know, the leftover fabric. I don't want to make another skirt, you know. We'll see. I'll show you guys when we get home. This is the skirt that I was telling you guys about. It has elastic waist and a split right here at the back, and I made this hat to go with it. And this hat was supposed to serve dual purpose, because you guys know I have it. Well, if you don't know, I'll show you guys later. I have a skirt that goes with this. I keep assuming that the people that are watching me are just my regular people, but I have new people coming on, right? Welcome. So I have a skirt to go with this, and then this was supposed to go with that skirt, but sadly the hat's too small. So before I made that hat, I made this from another fabric, thinking that that was this. Kind of looks the same, right? So I took pictures on my phone, because I already know what I'm looking for, but Joe doesn't know. So when we went to Walmart, Joe kept saying, it's this, because they had this fabric there. No, I really need to go back and buy that fabric to make a skirt to match this hat, right? So they had that fabric there, and Joe, I said, no, it's not that. I know. I showed him the picture, and then we found that hidden. I was like, yes. So I had to get 2 yards, so it's like 11 something for the 2 yards. So this side, I have a skirt that goes with this. So yeah, I'm trying to make my hats be dual purpose. So I'm gonna sew my little hat. I think on the other side I'm gonna put some jeans material or some denim material that Joe has, so it'll go with everything, right? And then the leftover fabric, I might sew a new handbag, or at least the lining to a new handbag, because I think this one's too light in color for a handbag. I think it'll get dirty. What do you guys think? Comment below. Should I make a handbag out of this pattern? Will it get dirty too quickly because it has so much white in it? Let me know down below.
This is the Beth Pantry Show.